You know, we get so many calls each and every day, hundreds and hundreds, up 1,200 or more, and hundreds of emails coming in. And a lot of those prayer requests are people that are looking for healing. And please know right now you can call 1-866-273-4444. Email us at prayer@crossroads.ca. My friend Junior Smith is here. He is the digital pastor for Crossroads. Lots of calls coming in. What are some of the things you're hearing in the responses?
We get calls for family issues, addictions, finances, whatever people are going through. They call and they reach out to us. And when they do call, we spend time in prayer to minister to them. And one of the best things we can ever have is to have them either call in or write in and say how impactful it was. I received an email not too long ago from an 18-year-old that was really struggling with her purpose. And she just felt like life was not worth living. In fact, that was a line that she said. I responded and I reaffirmed who she was, not based on society's expectations or even her own, but what God says, the great promise, the great plan that God has for her. And her response, and I also sent her one of our Huntley videos as well, and her response was, all I can say is, wow, thank you for taking the time to answer. And I get that a lot. People are really surprised that we take the time to respond. And she said, I really needed that. And when you are able to send this to somebody and they say, thank you for that, that is life-changing.
An 18-year-old
yes.
feeling of that desperation, but now she's got hope.
No, she has hope, and she wrote back to say, I can now look at things the way God sees it. And I encouraged her to trust God's timing. I said, in fact, the fact that you are now struggling is a good place to be, because now you can go to God for direction.
You need that help. What are some of the other things you're hearing, Junior?
There's a very interesting phone call that came from the phone lines. This was taken by Pat Bailey, one of our very long-time prayer partners. And these gentlemen went out to smoke weed. They were smoking marijuana when they were interrupted. One of them, in fact, by a voice. And he doesn't understand what's happening. He says, we're going to go home. They take him home, and he feels this sharp pain in his side, and he felt really scared, he explained to Pat. And he was searching for a priest online to talk to. Couldn't find a priest, couldn't find an open church, but then he searched for prayer, and Crossroads came to the top. Pat spoke to him, Pat prayed with him, and he gave his life to the Lord there, and even invited his friend to share, to share in the prayer as well. So those are awesome ways we're reaching and impacting people.
Yeah, and again, we encourage people all the time to call our prayer lines, watching 100 Huntley Street, the other programs that we do. But as you mentioned, people are doing a search, and we're one of the top ones that comes up.
What we do is unique. What we do is nowhere else. People, they have prayer lines, but we have 24/7 prayer. And if you do a search anywhere in the world, Crossroads is going to be at the top. We have been gifted with the opportunity to minister to people in such a way, and it's a very special calling that God has given to this ministry of Crossroads.
Well, you're a very special guy, and we so appreciate you, and we appreciate you as well. We want to continue to keep those prayer lines strong. As you've been hearing, we can't get to every call, so we thank you for what you're doing. And Junior, I thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you.